Details about what happened to a local mother murdered in her own home last year.
Prosecutors say she was stabbed dozens of times in the back and left to die on her bathroom floor. Prosecutors say they aren't sure why David Spar killed 21-year-old Tiara Pool, but they say it was cold and calculated. The two met on Craigslist. Channel 4's Vicki Pierre has been sitting in the trial all day. She's joining us now live. And Vicki, what are defense attorneys saying about what happened that day last summer?
Well, Rob, defense attorneys are not denying that Spar did kill this woman. However, they don't believe it was premeditated. Therefore, they don't believe he deserves the death penalty. Well, as you can imagine, prosecutors see things completely differently. The argument against David Spar made plain and simple.
89. Over 89 stab wounds or cuts were made by that man.
Prosecutors described what they call the ruthless and violent killing of 21-year-old Tiara Pool. They say the Navy wife and mother of two boys posted an ad on Craigslist seeking friendship, and they say Pool's husband was out at sea and they were having problems in their marriage. Attorneys say Spar, who was living in Georgia, responded, and the two texted each other for about a week until they finally met in Jacksonville. Spar told Pool he was visiting his grandmother, who had to go to St. Vincent's Hospital, and they say the two met at the hospital but eventually went back to Pool's place.
He looked down and he saw the body of Tiara Pool laying there in her own blood.
Defense attorneys argue Spar and Pool were intimate, and when Spar found out she was married, he blacked out and then found her dead, not realizing what he did. Prosecutors argue Spar never blacked out, that he not only killed her with her own kitchen knife, but stole some of her things before leaving and heading back to the hospital. Police say it would be 4 days until a concerned friend, Michelle Edwards, came to check on Pool and found her dead in her bedroom.
And then when I opened it, I noticed that her hand was there. And then I turned around and ran out the door.
Now, Pool has two young boys, and we're being told they were staying with in-laws at the time of her death. And today, Pool's husband testified. He says he was deployed when she was murdered. He says at the time they were discussing divorce. However, he says he had no idea that she was seeking relationships through Craigslist. Reporting live, Vicki Pierre, Channel 4, the local station.